Happy Saturday, guys. Anyway, I'm out here. I'm going to be driving and showing you some stuff. Some little scenery and history of the city that I live in. The city by the bay down the street near the swamp. Anyway, I'm at 49,999 miles. This car has taken 2 cross-country road trips from West Coast to East Coast. And this past summer, it hit 44,444 miles when I was in Virginia. But now, today, in a minute, it's going to hit 50,000 miles. Let me show you. Can you see that? Anyway, I bought this car brand new in 2017. So I don't drive a lot, but I did drive 2 long trips. Anyway, I'm going to pass this to my honey bunny and he's going to help. Okay, you just got to hold it like that. Okay, so driving down the street. And one of the reasons I picked the location where I live is I kind of liked how close it was to being able to walk to a shopping center. So here's a nice shopping center where you used to be able to had a nice deli in it, and you could get really good sandwiches. They had really good desserts. Anyway, this used to be a lovely shopping center. At Halloween time, the different stores would have the merchants passing out candy to the kids, and now, sadly, a lot of it is boarded up. We have H&R Block is open. There's a tobacco store open, a dialysis place, a mental health kind of building. But this right here has been closed a while. It was a very big grocery store. It's little by little, the windows are being boarded up because they're getting broken. But this was a nice shopping center. Here's some more boarded up stuff. This is a business, but a lot of stuff is boarded up, and people go through those boards and they live in those buildings. And then they have fires and there's problems. Anyway, these buildings are empty. There's a bank. This bank is open. Okay, I'm going to be going straight. We're crossing a state highway here that has a lot of potholes. I don't know if you can catch those potholes, but I'm going to be going over some of them. But I was going to show you something. So I have to make sure when the light is green that everybody stops, because they like to run lights and they're going pretty fast. But the light is still red. So today is Saturday. It is 4:15 Pacific Standard Time in California, in the Bay Area. I have a green light. I am scanning to make sure everybody stops. If you come around here, you got to make sure people stop, and then you got to go through potholes and streets that are really rough on your tires. Anyway, so I'm coming down this way, hoping nobody runs in front of me. And this is another area that has been hit by whatever you want to call it, blight. The city that I live in is a blue-collar working town. Always kind of was a little bit rough, but had a military base that gainfully employed and gave people good paying jobs that closed down in the 90s, and just has been a slow decline since then. And yeah, it's sad. So up here, you used to be able to make a left turn, and I noticed this, and I tried to get my mama camera crew to film it, and I realized she was filming my dashboard. They put bales of hay to block you off, and if you look carefully down that way, there's people living down there. Now, Caltrans, or whoever the money comes from, we have these beautifully new paved bike lanes. Like, really, people got these fancy bikes, and they can ride bikes from Napa all the way to Benicia, I think. And yet they come through here, they're probably going to get clobbered over the head and their bike stolen. Even coming through here, it is very, what are you doing? Oh, 50,000 miles, woo woo! I can't get out of here except by turning in here. If I go straight, it's a dead end. I have to come here next to Sketchy Motel. This was one of my favorite Denny's to go to. It is now boarded up. The people who ran it couldn't have it 24 hours anymore because there was too much riffraff. But when it was closed, people would literally break the windows anyway and try to break in, even though there wasn't anything to take. Everything was locked up, but it became too much of a loss to run. And so my city only has one Denny's left. We used to have at one time 3. Anyway, coming down this way, this is why I call my city the city by the bay. You know, when you think of San Francisco, sitting by the dock of the bay, Otis Redding, you have the Bay Area, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge. You have a lot of like marshland over here, and it's coming up here to the right in a little bit. I thought it was coming up closer, but it's up to the right. There's water, and sometimes there's ducks in it, and there's a lot of, sadly, pollution in it, and people like to put tents along the water. The unhoused is what we call them, but it's over here to the right, and this will, there is ducks in there. This water will lay kind of stagnant sometimes, and it really stinks. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to rain this weekend. We do have some, it looks like rain clouds coming in. The weather is 59 degrees outside. When I was a kid, I used to go to Carl's Jr. You could go to Carl's Jr. and get a hamburger, fries, and a milkshake for $5. Now it's about $25. Anyway, this is a state highway. What? What?
Your battery's low.
Oh, my battery's low. Anyway, over to the right is an empty lot. Used to be a Kmart. They tore it down years back. They're going to build finally, after a couple decades, they're going to build a supposedly a Hyundai dealership. So we'll see. There's some flashing. No, I thought there was flashing lights up there. That is a pretty purple car. It is a, what is it? A Sport? Honda Sport? Something Sport. I don't know the difference between, I think that's a Honda. The Hondas and the Hyundais, you know, the H, one is, the H has a straight line and one has a slanted line. Anyway, I'm going to go see my, one of my favorite people in a minute. You should come join me. Cookie, Peter? Huh?
Yes.
Peter likes these tea cookies. There's a bakery. This lady runs it, and I like to buy local. There's 2 ladies that make like bakery stuff that I like to, you know, help the economy, help the entrepreneurs. Yeah, it's a, I don't know what you're filming. Was that the place you went to? That's not the... Okay, so they moved. They weren't there before. They were over here. Like, kind of near the McDonald's. That looks like an institution. Okay, I'm going to change lanes. I'm putting on my signal. Sometimes when you put on your signal here, people speed up. But I'm trying to be nice. And then... turn it off and then turn it on so they know I mean it. I come in the middle. Sometimes there's been highway patrol sitting here because the highway patrol is helping our community because we're short staff and stuff. So, all right. I'm going to get something sweet. Anyway, have a good day. Peace, love, hope. Hang in there.